Hi, I'm joined by Rachel Sotolano, Sodexo dietitian with Lehigh Valley Health Network, now part of Jefferson Health. And Rachel, fall is in the air, right?
Yes.
And so you have brought us a recipe, or two recipes really, for a healthy entree and a healthy dessert.
That's right.
A lot of people think, well, healthy and dessert don't go together, but you're going to show us how, right?
Yes, yes.
So what do we have?
So today for our entree, we have a stuffed acorn squash. It utilizes Italian sausage as a great source of protein, as well as rice for some fiber. We have onions, mushrooms, garlic, and also the acorn squash, which provides a lot of vitamins and minerals with all those veggies.
Right.
So I roasted the squash at 400 degrees for about 30 minutes with the open side up, and then 15 minutes with the face down.
Right. So these are already roasted.
Yes, we already have them roasted, so we're just going to stuff them, and then we will pop those in the oven, and then we'll try the finished product.
That's fantastic. You know, even alone, they look delicious. I mean, just the filling alone looks good, and so do the squash.
So we're just gonna.
Right, and all of
these
these ingredients are accessible. You can get them at your local supermarket.
Yes, absolutely. And you could always substitute the protein source if you don't want sausage. You could do chicken or, you know,
so there's
whatever
options.
you like.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Today, I used mozzarella cheese in the filling, and we're going to top it with mozzarella as well. But you can use any cheese of choice, too. So that's very customizable as well. Today we're using a white rice, but you can use brown rice, quinoa, couscous, farro, and whatever grain you'd like. So very customizable recipe as well.
Right, and what do you use for the base? I mean, to lubricate the pan?
Yeah, so I used olive oil. You can use avocado oil, two sources of healthy fats, and then don't provide any additional, you know, taste at all.
Right. Well, they're looking good enough to eat already. Right?
And then we're just going to top it with some extra cheese.
Okay. And what kind of cheese is this?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Yeah, but you can use whatever kind of cheese you'd like.
Right. It's good. And it looks very easy to make. It's not complicated.
No, yeah. The most time-consuming part was just waiting for the Italian sausage to cook and cutting that acorn in half and then just scraping out, you know, the seeds and all of that. But no, very simple to make, very easy to make.
Right.
And they're ready to go.
And it might be something like a squash. You wouldn't ordinarily think of something easy to prepare and to eat, and yet this looks so simple.
Yes, it sounds very intimidating, especially with a vegetable that we're not, you know, used to cooking with on a daily basis, but it is a fall vegetable and perfect for the season.
Right, and everything's healthy.
Yes, definitely.
So should we put it in?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and we have it set for?
We have it set at 350 now, and we'll pop that in for about 12 to 15 minutes.
And that's done, and you have a perfect entree.
Yep.
That's a dinner, right?
Yes, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And now we have a dessert, a healthy dessert to go with it.
Yeah. So today we have a fall apple dip based with Greek yogurt. So it's Greek yogurt. I use the Oikos 000 just to provide extra protein. Add some probiotics in there too.
Right.
And for a dessert, we don't typically see that. And then we have some maple syrup. You can use regular or sugar-free, cinnamon, nutmeg, and some pecans. This is also very customizable because you can use, you know, walnuts or pistachios, whatever kind of goes with your seasoned palate, I guess you could say. And then you could also use pumpkin spice or apple spice instead of the nutmeg or the cinnamon. Just, you know, make it a little bit more convenient. Or if you're making apple pie or pumpkin pie for the season, you know, two for one deal there.
Right. Yeah, that's fantastic. And again, all the ingredients are accessible. Maybe the yogurt, you want to make sure that it's, you know, a healthy kind, because you can get a very sugary yogurt.
Yep.
And sort of that negates, you know, part of the, you know, the health message, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So.
And then you can always serve it with whatever kind of fruit you like, pears or apples. Today I have apples for us to try it with, but yeah.
Another way to make fruit more interesting.
Yes, absolutely.
So, well, you know, through the magic of television, we actually have our entree and dessert prepared. So let's take a look at it. And I am actually, got my magic spoon. I'm going to give it the taste test. Wow.
Here we have
you know, that looks great.
squash.
Just looking at it looks appetizing. First, let me, well, I should try the entree first. Okay. That is good.
Good, awesome. Love to hear that.
Wow. I mean, just eat these right here, right now, okay? And now let's try the dessert. Again, a great way to make fruit interesting, right?
Yes.
And creative. And you're getting all the nutrients. Oh my goodness. I am just going to devour this. Okay?
It's all yours. It's all yours.
Thank you so much. This is a great tip, especially during this season. And it'll just make the fall come alive.
I'm happy to hear that.
And what kind of nutritional program do you have that you generally, are people able to access? Other tips, do you have a website, or is there a way that they can get these and other recipes?
Yeah, so if you just go through the, Lehigh Valley Health Network or whatever health network you're a part of, dietitians are always available that they can help, customize recipes, give recipe ideas. And then also Pinterest these days is a great resource.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's looking for healthy recipes on there, so that's a good source to find, ideas for recipes as well as consulting a dietitian.
Well, Rachel, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I am going to take another taste. That is very good.
For our stuffed acorn squash, we have some, 3 acorn squashes cut it into halves. We used a ground Italian sausage, baby bella mushrooms, red onion, cloves of garlic, thyme, as well as some seasonings as salt, pepper, and then heavy cream and a cooked rice of choice, white or brown rice, and then a cheese of choice. So today we used mozzarella cheese. And for our fall yogurt dip, we have a yogurt base with Greek yogurt using the Oikos 000 today, and then nutmeg, cinnamon, maple syrup, and pecans.